Joined by head coach Dave Macedo of Virginia Wesleyan College men's basketball. They were picked number 1 in this year's preseason poll, receiving 9 first-place votes. Coach, I think the number 1 distinction is pretty well deserved considering the longevity and success of your program. 11 straight years into the NCAA tournament. You made it to the National Championship Series last season. Talk a little bit about not only last season's experience getting to that point, but just what the success has meant for your program over the last 11 years.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to be part of. We've had some great student athletes, and they've really worked hard. They built a winning culture, and it's been a lot of fun to enjoy the journey and really see them transform the program. Now we have to keep it there, and our goal year in and year out is to be the most consistent program in the country, and a lot goes into that, JJ, as you know, and we've hit the ground running, but we got a long way to go. Looking at our group right now, I think last year's experience, getting some of our younger guys that experience at the Final Four, was a really good thing. And I hope that they've learned from it and we can build off that.
Well, looking at last year's experience coming to this year, D3Hoops.com has you number 2 in the country right now. You've got several key players back from last season's squad, including an all-ODAC first-teamer in Corey Moore. Talk about what you expect out of him now going into his junior year and what you expect out of the rest of your returners and maybe some new names to come out of Virginia Wesleyan.
Okay. Well, Corey is a special talent, and he's really expanded his game. He can do a lot of things very well. We have challenged Corey to just be the best leader he can be and to obviously be an all-around consistent player. Really have no nights off and to set a great tone. And when he's on, he can do some things and really elevate our team's play. So we're excited for his season. Some other returners, Nick Doyle is a senior for us. Nick has worked extremely hard. I don't know if we've had a harder worker this offseason, and we're hoping for him to be a big part of what we do. I think the stage has been set for him to have a great senior year. I think Timmy Jones has been really solid. Timmy needs to be somebody we feel like is one of the more consistent players, in our league. And Kalen Poe. Kalen has just got an enormous amount of athletic ability, and again, we've challenged him to really be an all-around presence and an all-around player night in, night out. But those 4 guys really set the stage or set the tone for our group moving forward. And when we got some new guys, we got some sophomores playing some bigger roles, and we haven't quite figured it all out yet. We got a long way to go, but I think we're making small progress.
Coach, when we take a look at the league this season, there are some rosters like yours that have a little bit of a mix going on, but there's some that are on the other extremes. Either they have everybody back or they've got next to nobody back, and we got a lot of new people that are going to show up on their rosters. Talk about what you see from the league this season from your perspective.
Well, we approach it the same way. The ODAC is just that, the ODAC, and it's one of the best conferences in the country. It's consistent in the NCAA tournament. League play is consistent night in, night out, and if you're going to go on the road in our league, you got to be at your best. And I just feel like it's fun to be part of. It's a competitive environment. The coaches are so talented. The style of plays is so different, and you need to adjust and do your homework. We're hoping we do that well. We think we'll get better as the season moves on, but so will the league. So I think it's going to come down to really, I think, execution and when we get into January and February.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thanks, Jim.